Welcome back to the barn here at Eastport Marina. Things are heating up a little bit here on Dale Hollow Lake, and it's getting interesting, boys and girls. Let me share up our current leaderboard with you folks. Hope everybody's doing well on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Currently in the lead, it's Chris Yonk, 117 inches for 2 days. Reese Snyder definitely boosted up between yesterday and today. Yesterday, he had 41 and a quarter inches. Today, he put up 74 and a half. He just trails Chris Yonk by an inch and a quarter. And then Jesse England's got 34 and 3/4. Yesterday, he put up almost 74 inches. But obviously, you can see a lot of zeros for day two. That's been the hot topic today or all weekend that, obviously there's been a lack of cell service here on the lake. And, a lot of anglers, you are going to see them, submitting fish towards the end of the tournament. The leaderboard does get shut down at 12:30. So, we'll tune in. We'll be back tonight for awards right at 4:30 like yesterday. We will be sure to check that our audio is working this evening for those of you tuning in tonight. And who's got big bass right now? I believe, let me pull that up for you guys. I believe that was a 19-inch smallmouth. Is that correct, Jay? Do you know?
I believe it was. Actually, you're talking about the big bass for today?
Big bass for today. I'll pull it up here.
19 and a quarter.
19 and a quarter submitted?
Jesse England.
Jesse England with a 19 and a quarter?
It's a small one,
yep. 19 and a quarter by Jesse England. Pull that up on the screen. Nice chunky smallmouth. Looks like he's fishing out of a Titan there. Tennessee native. He's from the Cookeville area. Last night, he was finding secluded fish, kind of getting off the beaten path compared to many others. Chris Yonk had that big 18-inch smallmouth this morning, pulling that up on the screen for you guys. As you'll notice, like all the boards and all the fish being submitted have a paddle and fin sticker. So we had guys come here during the captain's meeting, have their boards inspected. And then if the guys didn't make it here to the captain's meeting, they watched the live stream. We had guys stationed around the lake that they could check in with, get their boards checked, get a sticker slapped on them. So that way they were good to go. So Reese Snyder, only person to have a limit put up so far today. Jesse England's got two decent fish submitted. Chris Yonk, David Craig, Jake Appling, Matt Souders put up a 13. Doug Keys has only got a 12. So, yesterday, let me pull the day one board up. Yesterday, Adam Reiser didn't submit fish till last minute. Chris Anderson didn't submit fish till last minute. Same thing with Glenn Bonanzik. Yesterday's race was between Chris Yonk and John Graves. John Graves came out swinging yesterday and then progressively upgraded fish during the day. But we haven't seen anything out of Mr. Graves yet. I don't know if that has weather messing with his signal. I know he's fishing pretty close to the Marina here, picking apart some stuff that he found. So it's turned out to be an interesting day. So if you guys watching at home got any questions or things like that, feel free to drop them in the chat. But not much changes in the leaderboard since we were last on, but we got some footage coming in. All right, so Jay's gonna drop some footage in, bring that up. Let me.
Hey guys, what's up? Susie Key here, along with Titus. Right on the water right now, scoping things out, trying to find some anglers right now. Just started raining again, so at least there's no lightning or anything like that. But yeah, we're out here cruising around. We saw a couple of guys we might try to catch up with, but yeah, looks like water temperature right now. I'm out in kind of the channel. I'm in 10 foot of water, 59.5 degrees. I was up in pretty shallow water, and I was about 61 degrees out there. So yeah, kind of consistent temperatures as far as water goes. Conditions aren't too horrible, actually. I mean, besides the rain, there isn't really a whole lot of wind. There's no lightning, so yeah, we're gonna see if we can find anybody and see what's happening.
There you go. There's Susie coming in live from the water. That was the big concern yesterday is it was predicted for thunderstorms and lightning today, starting right around 11 o'clock. We haven't seen any of that. It did rain this morning, stopped for about an hour and a half, and then it's picked back up. But it is getting the conditions are getting better out there. Not too shabby. But different pace today. A lot of smallmouth being caught. Yesterday it was mostly a largemouth bite, and today you're seeing a lot more small jaws coming in, which is cool because a lot of these guys that were here, that's all they were talking about is we want to catch some smallmouth. Dale Hollow Lake want to catch a world record smallmouth, and kind of go from there. Hey, you got that sign upside down. Sorry, they're hanging signs here in the beautiful barn. We'll give you guys a scope of our weigh-in here in a few minutes. We got 153 Baits in the house. Southern Woods Outdoors came and set up part of their bait shop here, so anglers were able to restock. Jig Masters wasn't able to make it to this event due to some health issues, so thoughts and prayers are with Mr. Cody Jennings, who wasn't able to make this event. Eastport Marina off to my right, they have a bunch of kayaks set up. So, that's the big thing. So, our first and second place winners today, first place is going home with, I believe it's $1,200 or $1,300 in cash, plus a brand new Frontier 12. Second place is going home with $700 plus a brand new Frontier 10. We are paying out 10 spots here at the Open. So we'll have our award winners on a little later, this evening, 4:30 p.m. We'll have our live awards and things like that. So, huge shout out to Eastport Marina and putting us up in this awesome facility. And, we're looking forward to the next event we have down here. All of our anglers have been more than happy and impressed with the service, the friendliness of the staff and things like that down here at Eastport. Jay's trying to get the camera set up to give you guys a view here. But currently, pull the leaderboard back up for you guys. Chris Yonk is sitting in first with his two-day total right around 117 inches, I believe. Here it is. Boom. Go to two-day total. Chris Yonk, 117 inches. Reese Snyder's 115 3/4. Jesse England, 108.5. Reese has definitely had the most improved day from yesterday to today. So kind of cool to see that. David Craig beating his day from yesterday. Same thing with Jake Apking. That is it, still waiting for some guys to submit some fish, but we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Like I said, lines out is at 2:30. Check-in and final submission is at 4, and then awards is at 4:30. So bringing Jay in here. He's walking around. That's the beautiful Flint, courtesy of Team New Canoe. That's going to be given away tomorrow to the biggest bag of the Clash of Clubs. You can see all the anglers' checks back there along the wall. We got 153 baits. They make plastics, custom painted hard baits. And if you're looking for a certain color or a certain pattern painted up, reach out to those guys at the 153 Anglers. Huge supporter of the trail series and the podcast here. These guys put out some really nice stuff, and they're working on some prototype stuff. We also got the Trail Series t-shirts, paddle and fin t-shirts, $20 a piece. You can get them at any of the Trail Stop events, or if you want to just reach out and support, there's a look at the backs. It's got the Trail Series map on it, $20 plus shipping. If you want it shipped, you can reach out to the Paddle and Fin podcast page, and we can get you squared away. We got some awesome stuff to give away, from Pelican coolers and cases, Raptor tackle rolls, Torpedo. We got a couple gift cards. We got some Yak Attack gift cards. Pepsi and the 815 donated some stuff. There's a nice case of Mountain Dew there. We got some paddle and fin rod sleeves and neck gaiters and a rack net, some Flip It ID holders, and some 6 cents baits over there. And then we also have some Jig Masters gift cards going out as well. Plus the Eastport Marinas got some stuff going to be given to those guys that win those boats. As you can see, there's the upper deck. Those guys are up there setting up signs for some of the sponsors of this event. We got some t-shirts that we're giving away from Tacticam. The folks at the Obey River Grill served up a wonderful dinner last night. So all our anglers are going to come in for awards. They can, stuff themselves after a long day on the water, grab a few beverages from over at the bar. If you guys are in the area, you want to come down, hang out, watch the awards, maybe check out some kayaks and need some kayak accessories. The Eastport Marina here has all kinds of Yak Attack and Yak Gadget accessories. They're a Vibe kayak dealer, New Canoe dealer, and then they also sell boat stand-up paddle boards. They got some Bending Branches paddles in stock for you folks. Like we said, our first and second place anglers are going home with some fresh new plastic, plus some money to rig those out and accessories. It's going to be pretty cool. This venue here is just has been awesome for us. Obviously, you can see I'm set up on the back wall there behind the backdrop, or in front of the backdrop. So, interesting. The weather has definitely played a role, and it'll be interesting to see the final results. Like we said, the leaderboard is getting cut off at 12:30. it'll be interesting to see what the change of events are. But we're going to roll that angler clip for you guys. If you guys haven't seen or tuned in, we did some interviews with all our anglers, caught up with them, asked them some questions, some funny questions and things like that, just to give a view into the anglers that participate in our events here. So once Jay gets that queued up, we'll start playing that, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about our next event coming up. As you see scrolling at the bottom of the screen, the Tippecanoe River on April 24th in Indiana. Check-in and awards are going to be at the Sportsman Inn in Monticello, Indiana. Beautiful location right on the water in downtown Monticello on the beautiful Tippecanoe River.
Okay, here you go.
All right, man. Tell me your name and where you're from.
My name is David Craig. I'm from Pittsburgh originally. I live in Dayton currently, though.
All right. You got any sponsors helping you make fishing?
Fishing with Grant is one of my big sponsors. He's a fishing charter guide for Dayton area. Great guy, and he knows what he's talking about. And 153 Baits, obviously, they have great baits, great guys. They have a lot of good products, and I catch a lot of good fish on their stuff. I'll give them a check out.
Awesome, man. What boat are you fishing out of?
I am fishing out of a 12-foot Boss Sun Dolphin, I believe.
Okay. All right, and did you get any pre-fishing in for this?
Yeah, we did. We got about 5 hours in today during the rain. It was a really tough bite. I got maybe 3 bites. I only landed one 14-inch spot. Pretty fish, but not very big.
No. Got any lures that are working for you? Favorite lure to throw?
I'm a big fan of topwater. It's not really topwater season, so I'll probably be throwing swim baits, probably a Ned a little bit too. Trying to figure out what works mostly. Nothing's been working so far, so I don't have a go-to yet.
Awesome. What's a fun fact about yourself?
I've been fishing for 2 years.
There you go. Awesome.
Best I can get.
All right, man. What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Grant Blackford, and I'm from Marina, Ohio, close to Dayton.
Awesome. Got any sponsors making fishing easier?
I did. I actually dropped all my sponsors, and I went with 153 this year. And I also sponsor a couple people myself with Fishing with Grant, Charter and Guide Services. I'm Grant, of course.
What kayak are you fishing out of today?
I have a Bonafide Black Widow.
Awesome. Did you get any pre-fishing in?
We did today. I only got a small white bass today on a Ned rig, and I used pretty much everything. Deep divers to swim baits, chatter baits, spinner blades. You just keep on naming them. We tried everything. It was raining hard today, so now it's finally drying up. So tomorrow's supposed to be nice. So I'm happy about that. So,
what was your favorite lure to throw?
I don't have patience for slow stuff, so I like deep divers. I like square bills. I like hard baits. But if that doesn't work, I'll start going to the Ned rig and plastics and creature baits and things like that.
What's your guess on what it's going to take to win it?
Someone's going to have to find a nice school of them, because they weren't all in the same spot. We were marking them, but they just weren't biting. So they're spread out through the lake. We just got to find where they're at, hopefully.
You got a guess on how many inches it will take?
Oof, I don't know. I don't want to jinx anybody right now.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
I'm an African percussionist.
Oh, nice. We appreciate it. All right, man. What's your name and where are you from?
Brennan Royalty from Danville, Kentucky.
Awesome. You got any sponsors making fishing easier for you today?
Nobody, no sponsors.
So what boat are you fishing out of today?
A native Max Slayer, 12 and a half.
Did you have any time to get any pre-fishing in for it?
I did. I tried this morning. Didn't have any luck.
Hearing that a lot.
I pedaled a long way for it too, so my legs are sore.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
Probably a jig. Yeah.
And any guesses on how many inches it'll take to win?
85.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
I just started fishing about a year ago.
Jesse England from Cookeville, Tennessee.
You got any sponsors that are making fishing easier for you?
No, I don't.
What kind of boat you fishing out of?
Native Titan 12.
Did you have time to get any pre-fishing in?
No, not this week. Been at work.
Well, what kind of lures are you going to try and throw tomorrow? What's your favorite?
Probably spinner bait or jerk bait. May throw a jig.
You got any guesses on what it's going to take to win it, inches-wise?
2 days, I would say probably 170 inches.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
I don't know.
John Gillespie. I'm from Princeton, West Virginia.
You got any sponsors making fishing easier for you?
No, I foot the bill for everything I got.
And what kind of boat are you fishing out of?
Jackson Coosa FD.
Did you have any time to get any pre-fishing in?
Very little, a little bit this afternoon.
What's your favorite lures to throw?
Cinco's, Ned rigs.
You got any guesses on how many inches it'll take to win for 2 days?
It looks to me like about 8 inches.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
Well, I'm getting too old to even fish anymore. That's about the funnest it gets.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
Well, let me tell you, I'm from the free state of West Virginia, Summersville. West by God, that's right, baby. Name is John Rapp. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
He looks like a professional wrestler. Like, we're gonna start over, by the way. I'm waiting for it.
Take 2.
Okay.
Go smack my ass.
Pretend you just pulled over a drunk driver.
Okay.
He's going to tackle me. All right, you ready?
Yeah, good.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
My name's John Rapp. I'm from the free state of West Virginia, specifically Nicholas County.
You got any sponsors that are making fishing easier for you?
Yes, I got 2 sponsors that I work with currently, Feel Free Kayaks and Yak Gadget.
All right, so what boat are you fishing out of from Feel Free?
Today I have brought down to Del Holla my Feel Free Dorado with the pedal drive.
Do you have any time to get any pre-fishing in?
Negative, no.
What's your favorite lures to throw?
Normally I'll throw a Ned rig.
And what's your guess on how many inches it'll take to win in 2 days?
Well, see, our limit is a 12-inch limit, right? Or 12-inch fish. For 2 days, let's go with 125.
All right. What's a fun fact about yourself?
I hang out with the paddle and fin crew.
What's your name and where are you from?
Michael Grimsley, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Do you have any sponsors that make fishing easier?
Strictly sail and kayak.
What kind of boat are you fishing out of?
2020 Hobie PA 14 360.
And did you get any time to do any pre-fishing?
I did.
What were your favorite lures you're throwing?
Today, spinnerbait, 6-foot diving crankbait, and a jig.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take to win the 2 days?
182.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
You guys are gonna edit this, right? You might pause it, like.
Yeah, we can cut that out.
Yeah, just cut that one out. I don't have any fun facts.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
Chris Yauk from Miamisburg, Ohio.
Do you have any sponsors that are making fishing easier for you?
My wife, she's working awful hard so I can come down here this week.
And what kind of boat you fishing out of?
I've got a bona fide, but I'm fishing on my Hobie 360.
Do you have any time to do any pre-fishing?
Got here yesterday, 3 days.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
Favorite lure? It's probably a wacky rig.
And what's your best guess on how many inches it'll take to win the 2 days?
2 days, probably 140 inches.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
About me? Oh gosh. I get to fish 5 or 6 nights a week, and my wife likes it when I do that.
All right. What's your name and where are you from?
My name's John Graves. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Do you have any sponsors that make fishing easier?
I do. My beautiful wife, Lisa Spear of Lisa Spear, Coldwell Banker, West Shell. Thank you so much. If you're interested in a home near the Ohio area, give her a call, 513-379-6004. The Dream Home comes in many sizes. definitely other shout out. Yak Gadget, John Thomas and Charles, the guys are just amazing. I really appreciate Yak Gadget. Big shout out to American Tackle down in Florida. Some of the best rod making materials you can find out there. Give them a shout out. www.americantackleanglerproducts.com. And also Hang Outdoors, west side of Kentucky. Hang Outdoors, Kevin Frazier, you can check him out on Facebook. Hang Outdoors Custom Lures.
What kind of boat are you fishing out of?
I'm in a Hobie Pro Angler 14. I call it the Yak of the Covenant. It's a watercraft that has more fishing experience than I do.
Did you have any time to get pre-fishing it?
I did. We came down yesterday. I eliminated more water than we actually found fish yesterday, but had a good time this morning. A little bit more active as far as the fish bite went, so I'm kind of confident with what happened today, and we're just going to roll the dice tomorrow and see what goes.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
The one that they're biting on, Texas rig's going to probably work out for me. It's one my dad taught me a long time ago. It's just the old standard, so I'll work that one. Can't deny the power of the shallow crankbait. I certainly love my crankbaits.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take to win in 2 days?
I think the best guess, so out of let's put 159 inches up there for 2 days. That would be my best guess.
What's a fun fact about yourself?
Well, I thought riding a bicycle to Palm Beach, Florida from Cincinnati, Ohio would be a good time. Discovered many mountain ranges on the way down there, and the southern hospitality of Georgia when I took a bullet in the back of the leg. Kind of ruined the bike ride. I did make it to Gainesville, Florida, but I had to stop.
What's your name and where are you from?
Chris Anderson from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Do you have any sponsors that are making fishing easier?
My wife, whatever my wife lets me fish with.
What kind of kayak are you fishing out of?
I got a 2019 Hobie PA 14.
Did you have time to pre-fish?
A little bit of pre-fishing today, about 6 hours.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
I throw a lot of soft plastics. I actually make my own, and I caught a couple today on a wacky rig that I made.
What's your guess on how many inches it'll take to win the 2 days?
Ooh, the 2 days? I was gonna say 190.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
Fun fact about myself. My daughter paints my toenails before every tournament for good luck.
That's good.
Andrew Carpenter from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Do you have any sponsors that make fishing easier for you?
No sponsors.
What kind of kayak are you fishing out of?
Hobie PA 14 360.
Do you have any time to pre-fish for this?
I did. Yesterday I fished for probably 2 hours, scoped the lake, and then today I fished all day.
What's your favorite lures to throw?
Obviously the jackhammer. I like a jig. I throw a jig a lot. Yeah, jig and a jackhammer.
What's your guess on how many inches it'll take to win the 2 days?
Based off of what I'm catching, I won't have a good guess, but I'd say probably 85, 90 inches.
What's a fun fact about yourself?
Oh man, you should have warned me for this. Fun fact about myself. A fun fact about myself is that I have night fishing a couple years ago, fished with my brother-in-law. I weigh 225, 230 pounds. He puts me in a 12-foot John boat. He's 160 pounds. He puts me in the front, and it's got the seats on this wooden pedestal. And at the beginning of the night, I'm like, dude, this is not safe. He's like, my dad fishes in this all the time. So anyways, we're chilling. I'm fishing a jig. Next thing you know, the seat snaps, and we freaking flip this 12-foot John boat into the lake. We didn't have depth finders or anything, but we're over top of like 70 foot of water. Didn't know. We're in the river channel. And luckily, we were okay. Had to rescue the boat and swim at the shore with all of our gear. Like, all of our gear came out, and we're rescuing it and swimming it up the shore. So after that, I've always worn my PFD when I go on the water. So I didn't have it on that time. Fortunately, I lived. So.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Andrew Neer from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Do you have any sponsors making fishing easier for you?
No sponsors.
What kind of kayak you fishing out of?
I'm fishing out of a Hobie 360 PA 14.
Do you have any time to do any pre-fishing?
Today, that was our only chance we had. We did about 8 hours.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
Jackhammer and probably a Guggen Bandito bug.
What's your guess on how many inches it will take to win the 2 days?
Probably 85 to 90.
What's a fun fact about yourself?
Fish about every weekend that I can. Father, and try to mix both of them at the same time, and take care of my family and also have a good time.
Jake Apking from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Do you have any sponsors making fishing easier for you?
No sponsors.
What kind of kayak you fishing?
Bonafide SS 127.
Do you have any time to pre-fish?
Yeah, we fished yesterday and today.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
I like to do Texas rig and jackhammer.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take for the 2 days to win?
80-ish.
What's a fun fact about yourself?
Sheesh. I like to work. No, don't be saying that. I wasn't ready for this one. Nah, I just a follower 3 and like to work and fish. That's about it. Drink beer. Would you like to do that?
My name is Josh Lincoln. I'm from Southern Illinois. You got any sponsors to make fishing easier for you?
I wish. I'm open. Call me.
What kind of kayak are you fishing out of?
I fish out of a Perception Pilot.
Do you have any chance to do any pre-fishing?
I got on the water today a little bit. Should I be looking at you or him? Okay.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
Confidence right now is leaning more towards a spinnerbait, but I like to pick up a chatterbait as well.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take to win the 2 days?
I think it's going to be somewhere around 190, honestly.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
Fun fact about myself is I'm the president of Southern Illinois Kayak Club.
Luke Brozovich. I'm from Manuka, Illinois.
And do you have any sponsors that make fishing easier for you?
No sponsors. All my own.
What kind of kayak are you fishing out of?
I fish out of a Hobie Pro Angler 14.
Did you have any chance to get any pre-fishing in?
Just a little bit, like 2 hours yesterday and like a few hours this morning between rains.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
Typically a jig.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take to win 2 days?
2 day total, gotta think at least 140.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
Not much fun facts. I work a lot. I try to fish when I can, and I hunt.
I'm Ray Schneider, and I'm from Germantown, Illinois.
You have any sponsors that make fishing easier for you?
Nope.
What kind of kayak are you fishing out of?
I got an Old Town Topwater 120 PDL.
Did you have a chance to do any pre-fishing?
Yep. Got today and a little bit yesterday.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
Probably Wacker Senko.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take to win 2 days?
Probably 163.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
I like to fish.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
Glenn Banazek. I'm from Manuka, Illinois.
You have any sponsors that make fishing easier for you?
I do not.
What kind of kayak are you fishing from?
I have a Hobie Outback 2020.
Did you have a chance to do any pre-fishing?
I did some pre-fishing today.
And what's your favorite lure to throw?
Any sorts of jigs. I love jigs.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take to win the 2-day tournament?
2-day tournament? 174 inches.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
I love to hunt and fish.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
Keith Jackson, Wood River, Illinois.
You got any sponsors that make fishing easier?
I do not.
What kayak are you fishing out of?
Jackson Big Rig.
Did you have time to do some pre-fishing?
I did today. It was a little rough with the wind and the rain, but.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
I'm a jerkbait guy. I like to throw jerkbait.
What's your best guess on what it'll take to win 2 days in inches?
I think it's going to be tough, really. The water level's dropping, so I don't know, 60, 70 inches total.
All right. And what's a fun fact about yourself?
I have 4 kids, and that's why I'm here, to get away. So that's pretty much it.
All right.
My name is Doug Keys. I'm from Southern Illinois.
Do you have any sponsors that make fishing easier for you?
No, sir.
What kind of kayak are you fishing out of?
Fishing out of a Lifetime Teton Pro 116.
You had some time to do any pre-fishing?
Yeah, pre-fished today and caught one. It's not too good.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
I like throwing a flipping jig, creature bait.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take to win 2 days?
2 days, best guess. I don't know. 40.
What's a fun fact about yourself?
I like to fish.
All right, so what's your name and where are you from?
Adam Reiser, Nashville, Tennessee.
You have any sponsors that make fishing easier for you?
Dugout Bait and Tackle, Dakota Lithium, Yak Attack, and Bending Branches Paddles all take really good care of me.
What kind of kayak are you fishing out of the market?
Hobie PA12 360.
Did you have any time to do any pre-fishing?
One day yesterday. Went out yesterday.
What's your favorite lure to throw?
On Del Hollow or just in general?
Whichever.
We'll say a frog.
What's your best guess on how many inches it'll take in 2 days to win the event?
85 a day.
And what's a fun fact about yourself?
Man, I've got all kinds of fun facts. I knocked my damn teeth out fishing a year ago.
And there you have it, folks. That is all our anglers competing in this event down here on the beautiful Dale Hollow Lake. Currently here at the barn at Eastport Marina. Huge shout out to them. Down below, you can see our current leaders. Chris Yonk still in first with 117 inches. Right behind him, the only guy so far today that's had a limit, Reese Snyder, and he's an inch and a quarter behind with 115 3/4. Third place, Jesse England with 108.5. Fourth place, Adam Reiser hasn't submitted any fish today, sitting with 85 3/4. Fifth place is Chris Anderson with 84 1/4. So it's interesting, man. We've talked about it all weekend. You know, the cell service down here on the lake is spotty at best, and it's playing a huge role. So you're going to see a huge change in that leaderboard. The leaderboard's getting shut off in about 20 minutes or so. So and then we'll be back live this evening at 4:30 with live results, talk to our winners, and all that kind of good stuff. So it'll be quite interesting. Big bass currently is Jesse England with a big smallmouth. I believe that was 19 1/4. So yeah. Definitely a different bite today. A lot of guys are catching smallmouth. Yesterday was primarily almost all largemouth, with the exception of with one of our anglers from Illinois. That was Glenn Bonanzik, was on a all smallmouth bite, and next event is going to be April 24th on the Tippecanoe River in Indiana. Home base for that will be at the Sportsman Inn and Lodge from Monticello, Indiana. Big smallmouth caught up there. Can you pull up that picture, Jay, that I sent you earlier? It was a 21-inch smallmouth that was caught there last year. So, typically a lot of clubs that hold events on that river, they do only the river, but there's actually 2 lakes on there. So if you're a lake fisherman, you could fish the lakes. If you're a river guy, you could fish the river. But giant smallmouth, and that's also got some good largemouth fishing in it as well. So don't count out the green fish up there in Indiana. So that'll be the next event. Entry fee is $80. You can get signed up on Tourney X to get signed up for that next event. We will be down there. We'll be live streaming just like we are for this event. You know, all the anglers will have the royal treatment that they got down here at Dale Hollow as they will up there. So it'll be interesting. I believe Jay's still digging for that picture.
Yeah,
all good.
I threw
him through a loop, but you know, obviously, you know, the one thing, you know, for the anglers that competed down here for the Open, they will qualify for a championship. We'll be giving away 3 spots to the championship and 3 spots to the invitational as well. So, you know, that championship will be held up on the mighty Mississippi River in La Crosse, Wisconsin. So we'll have some guys that qualify down here to go up there, and same thing, top 10% at the Tippecanoe River will qualify as well. So
Still following.
all right, don't worry about the picture, but giant smallmouth up there on the Tippy, and that's just in a few weeks. So get ready, boys and girls. So we'll be back here live at 4:30 p.m. with live weigh-in results. We'll find out who's taking home some of these nice, big, beautiful checks behind me. First and second place are going home with brand new canoe boats with some accessories to deck those out and all kinds of good stuff. So we will see you guys back here at 4:30 p.m. We thank everybody who's tuned in throughout the weekend and getting the updates. But as of right now, before the leaderboard shuts off, Chris Yauk, first place. Second place, Reese Snyder. Third place, Jesse England. Fourth place, Adam Reiser. Fifth place, Chris Anderson. Yesterday, Adam Reiser and Chris Anderson were your first and second place holders after day one. So they have not submitted any fish today, so that can change. So get ready. We'll see you guys back here at 4:30 for the live award ceremony, and we will double check to make sure our audio is working this time for the live stream. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will see you shortly.